the story's a bit different. I've been a counsellor since May last year, but for the last 31 years in October, I have been doing community development in a deprived area of Leicester, which is Northfields. I suppose, yes, one of the ladies I know down there, yes, hello. I have worked with and helped support refugees and asylum seekers from Kosovo, Bosnia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Somalia. Lots of Somalia ladies I deal with. And some that have come to this country, they've gone through horrendous times in the country with the war. I've had a lady that has been shot across the head, a gentleman that lost his arm. I've had a lady that was raped in front of her children as she tried to escape. And they come to this country just wanting peace and safety, and knowing that the children are safe and their families are safe. And what I do is try to help them. I've helped them fill forms in, I've helped them to get accommodation, I've helped them with advice on health issues and all different things like that. I also run what we call a food share. I think I was one of the first ones in Leicester to run it, and it's about 11 years ago now when I started it. Because when refugees come here, they haven't got the money, they need food, they need help, they need support. But they have also witnessed racism here. Spitting at them, shouting, calling names. And it's not right, it's not tolerable. They've come through hell to get here, and then when they get here, all they want is peace, quiet and safety. So it's part of educating people as well as to why they're here and how they've come here. It's not that they've come here to get the benefits. A lot of them have said they'd sooner be in their own country, back in their own country where it's safe, and they've got other family and friends and an environment they know. Their culture here is completely different. So it's trying to help them to adjust. So asylum seekers, refugees, when they come to me, I do all I can to help them, and I try to educate other people of why they're here and the circumstances that brought them here, so that hopefully they'll have understanding and compassion for these people. It's, as I say, 31 years I've been working this community development work. Northfields, as you know, at one time had a very bad reputation. It was classed as the worst social housing estate in Leicester. And at that time, we was told to accept asylum seekers and refugees on the estate. Now, Northfields was predominantly white, and we was absolutely terrified of these, what was going to happen to these poor people that had been through all this, to come to an estate where there was horrendous problems. People didn't bother covering up stealing anything. They walked into a house, stole a television and walked down the street with it, because nobody dare say anything, nobody would report them. And this is what Northfields was like at that time. But we did have, we had a very good relationship with the Director of Housing at that time, which was Pat Hobbs, and we brought them in a few at a time and gradually integrated them into the community. And because we'd done an awful lot of work with the community, going around knocking doors, explaining what was going to happen, why there was here, and there wasn't going to get a new fridge, a new cooker and beds and all this. It was only on loan while there was in that temporary accommodation. Once we explained it to them, we was pleasantly surprised that some of the biggest rogues on the estate was actually going out and helping these people and assisting them, showing them how to operate the gas meters. Because some people didn't come from big cities, they came from little villages, from small villages where there was no electric. I had one Somali lady that came and had a phone installed, and she paid the payment to have her phone installed but didn't realise that she'd got to pay bills. And you know, because of where she comes. She didn't come from a big city. She come literally from a hut in a village way out in the countryside. So, I mean, there was different challenges that we came across. But Northfields now, at one time, Dunholm Road in particular, there's 54 houses in that street, 26 of them were empty and boarded up. Now, they're cute to go on Northfields. I'll give you one instance. In one road in particular, in Tomlin Road, we have a Somali lady living next to a Czechoslovakian, living next door to an Asian family. We have got 14 different religions on the Northfields estate alone. And I thought, no, there can't be 14, but there is 14. We did a survey, 14 different religions. We have Catholics living next door to Muslims, living next door to Sikhs, living next door to Hindus. And it's very, very diverse. We have all from European countries. We've got Swiss family, we've got Swedes, you name it, we've got it on the estate. They live very well together. We do have the occasional spat, but it's usually children. And it's, you know, the education, I know Northfield School in particular have done quite a lot because there's 34 different languages spoken there in different homes. So we're quite proud of the work that's been done in the Northfields area. And as I say, the stigma that was on it is no longer there. People all say, oh, not going stigma, but when they go on the estate and meet the people on the estate, they're helping each other. They live together. And as I say, there is small spats, but nothing serious and nothing that can't be educated to the children to teach them. I do, as I say, still do the food banks. That's not just for refugees or asylum seekers, it's for those that are struggling, those that are benefits, even those that are working. If you've got a job, you very often got to wait a month for your first wages and your benefits stop straight away. So we try to help those out. We do a lot by referral. We do self-referrals, but mainly by referrals from different agencies now. STAR have referred to us, the housing department, the job centres. We have all these, the police, they all refer people to us. We are just in the process of starting a clothing bank because, I mean, I looked at my wardrobe and I don't know, I suppose a lot of ladies in here, they tend to keep clothes that they've had years hoping they come back in fashion or that they'll fit into them again at some time. But I thought, no, this has got to stop. I couldn't get anything else in. So I thought we'll have a clothing bank so that those that, you know, need something, there's stuff there. I also recycle school uniforms because, again, that's another big expense. And if you're a refugee and on a limited income and you need a uniform for school and you've got 4 or 5 children, it's very expensive. So this is what we're trying to bring through at the moment. We've got the clothes, we haven't got it all set out yet because we're waiting for some alterations at the back. But as soon as that's done, we'll be up and running with the clothes. But it's not, it's the support that needs to be here for them. I know the Red Cross do wonderful work for them. But they do need the support when they're here. They need help. They don't know where to go, how to register with the doctor, how to register with the school. And these are the sort of things that need to be in place to help these refugees when they come here. Now, I know we've had some from Syria already, and we're expecting some more soon. And I think the emphasis is mainly on the young children, you know, that have been left orphaned, you know, to give them a chance. As I say, they've been through some horrendous times and they don't need to come somewhere to face it again. So, as I say, education, that is the main thing, teaching the younger children why they're here, what they're here for. And as I say, the majority that I've spoken would quite happily go back to their country if it was safe. But places like Mogadishu, it's up and down and up and down. It's not safe, especially when you've got young children. So it's important that we have the support mechanism here to help and support them when they get to Leicester.